Support for Mountain Stage is provided by Digital Relativity, a tradigital marketing agency crafting holistic strategies that engage and educate customers by pairing digital and traditional advertising to grow your business. More info at digitalrelativity.com.
There's a spring in the mountain and it flows down to the town.
From NPR Music and heard around the world on the Voice of America, with major funding provided by Chesapeake Energy and by Bailey and Glasser, welcome to another Mountain Stage with your host, Larry Gross.
There's a song in my heart, just a simple little tune, but the rhythm and the melody won't leave me alone. Around the world it's just a simple song. This world is turning around a simple song. Thank you very much. Welcome once again to Mountain Stage, live performance radio from the Mountain State of West Virginia, and we are up in Morgantown, West Virginia, on the campus of West Virginia University at the Creative Arts Center, and we have a show that I'm very excited about, and I think you will be excited too when you hear who's on it. Mr. Billy Bragg is here, came over from England, brought his whole band from England over there. Also, coming up from Texas in their big bus with the Flatlanders, Joe Ely, Jimmy Dale Gilmore, Butch Hancock, and all of their friends. And coming down from New York City, some other great friends of ours, Suzzy Roche and her daughter, Lucy Wainwright Roche. They'll be out just a little bit later during this hour. And a good friend of ours who's been on a couple times before, been living out in Chicago, Mr. Joe Pug is also here. So we got a heck of a show. And we're going to start it off right with the lady you see right here. She was with us once before. We found out just how great she really is. Everybody knows her as a songwriter, but she's also a wonderful singer. And since she was here last, she had a real problem. She almost lost her voice. And somebody that sings as well as she does, you'll see how traumatic that would be. You can just imagine. And along with some other personal problems, it kind of laid her low. And when you get like that, what you do is you go to the things that are true in life, things that are the true and the purest and the deepest. And she started out as an actress with Shakespeare Company. So she looked to Shakespeare for inspiration. And the new songs that she has, each one of them starts with, not the song, but there's a quote from a Shakespeare play above the song. And it's a wonderful thing. This album is really beautiful. It's called How to Sleep in a Stormy Boat. Please welcome back to the Mountain Stage, Amy Speace.
Sky ahead of the morning sun, and I've heard it said that's when trouble comes. And I've been blown by this wind, and I know this I've been out here before. It's not a map that I need. Show me how to fly the starless sky. Help me to hold on when there's no guiding light. Teach me how to sleep in a stormy boat. And I've been blown by this love, and I know these ways. There's no compass on earth had to sleep in a stormy boat. Thank you so much. Thank you. Said the sea to the shore when the evening tide came in. I am here to tell you tales of where I've been. Into shells I whispered my love songs in secret rhyme, and left them at your door for you to find. Tempered the force of my waves when your gods would roar. Took care of the ships full of men that you sent off to war. And I've longed for you for so long, said the sea to the shore. Said the shore to the sea, you left me here too long. I was promised to the moon while you were gone. He waited until the brightest night to demand my hand under his fullest light, and promised he'd always stay and watch over me. Oh, why did you wait till now, said the shore to the sea. Said the sea to the shore, I swore that I'd return, and here I am with all that I have learned. I can hold you now with arms of foam and spray, touching you at the coming of dusk and the breaking of day, smoothing out the folds on every stone. Said the sea to the shore, don't leave me here alone. Said the shore to the sea, you said all these things before, and I tell you, I can't hear them anymore. Oh, there was a time once I'd have given in. I'd hear your savage whitecaps rolling in. Your troughs would come up slow beneath my chin. Your mists would kiss me softly on my skin, leaving salty trails where you had been. My legs would give out in your undertow. Oh, but see, that was a long, long time ago. So the sea took one last look and turned away. And the shore was more than strong enough to stay. And castles melted back onto the sand. Driftwood drifted up onto the land. Rocks rose up proud and shiny skin. Shells began their gossiping again. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. I'd love to introduce you to the players on stage here with me. On my right, on cello, is Hannah Schroeder. And on my left, on guitar and singing from Knoxville, Tennessee, Josh Oliver. What an honor it is to be here on Mountain Stage. What a glorious, glorious show. I'm so privileged to share the stage with all of the artists tonight. I'm fans of every single one of them. So we're thrilled. For this last song, I'd like to invite out my good friends, Mira Stanley and Chucky Costa. They are the duo The Sea, The Sea. We've been doing this CD release tour with them and they've been joining our band, and we just love them, and they're good friends of mine. And this is appropriate because this last song we're going to play for you, it's called The Fortunate Ones, and to me it's kind of my Henry V rallying cry. You know, that we happy few, we band of brothers, we ragtag team of folk singers, making the little money that we make, but sitting in vans and traveling all over the country, bringing music to you. Thank you so much for being here. We are the drunks and the dreamers, the criers and cheaters, the ones you'll find down on our knees. We are the fortunate ones. We are the fortunate ones.
We are the fleers and the fighters, lying backbiters, begging against a reprise. We are the fortunate ones. We are the fortunate ones. We're the lovers and liars, starting small fires, burning our hearts to the ground. We are the fortunate ones. We are the fortunate ones. We are greedy and growling, full moon howling, if only to hear it out loud. We are the fortunate ones. We are the fortunate ones. We are the fortunate ones. The fuel in this crazy machine, for dreaming the things that we dream, for saying the things that we say when we say we are light of day sleepers and midnight mistreaters, keeping the monsters at bay. We are the fortunate ones. Yes, we are the fortunate ones.
that we dream, for saying the things that we say. When we say we are the raging pretenders, the 5-time offenders, hurting nobody more than ourselves. We are the fortunate ones. We are the fortunate ones. We're impossible light, and we're holding on tight to hearts we took down from the shelves. We are the fortunate ones. We are the fortunate ones. Thank you.
Amy Speace. That new CD is How to Sleep in a Stormy Boat on Windbone Records. Amy Speace now lives in Nashville, and Judy Collins has sung several of her songs, and Amy started off on Judy's record label. It's nice that she brought out the sea. They're traveling with her, opening for her, and as she said, singing along. They have a CD that's going to be out too very soon. They were just on the show not long ago. What a glorious voice Amy has, and kind of chilling to think of it was almost lost, but it's back better than ever. You're listening to Mountain Stage live performance radio from the Mountain State of West Virginia.
If you have questions or suggestions for us, our email address is larry@mountainstage.org. You can also connect with us on Facebook, Twitter, and peek behind the scenes on our Instagram. All those links are at our website, mountainstage.org.
Well, it's time to introduce a duo that we hoped someday would get together. It's a mother and daughter, and they've both been on the show. As a matter of fact, Suzzy Roche has been with us, I think, 8 times now with the Roches and with her sister Maggie and by herself. And her daughter Lucy Wainwright Roche has also been with us a couple of times. And they've just made a beautiful, beautiful record called Fairy Tale and Myth. And it has, it's such a great atmosphere. The songs are beautiful, and the harmonies, of course, are heavenly. Please welcome to the Mountain Stage, for the first time together, Suzzy Roche and Lucy Wainwright Roche.
Hi. We're very, very happy to be here back at Mountain Stage. We've never been here together before, a la the Judds.
I guess you can't really tell which one is the mother and which one is the daughter. But we'll be giving out a prize at the end for whoever guesses. 1, 2, 3, 4. When I was just a little kid, a strange guy came to visit. He had a drawing pad. He was a friend of my dad. Ma, come knocking on my door. Somebody's here to paint your picture. I couldn't figure out why. I began I don't want to be looked at, don't want to be seen, don't want to be painted, don't want to be blue and green, if you know what I mean. Soon I was sitting in the chair, and the eyes of the painter fell upon me. There ain't nothing to fear, I wouldn't hurt you, dear, 'cause we're in a fairy tale of circles and ears of purple, giant orange moons, triangles and sad cartoons. I'm a lonesome painter, gotta do what I do. If you let me look at you, I will paint your colors true. Little beautiful. Maybe you live in India, and maybe you live in New York City. You might be crazy and sad. Maybe you're a friend of my dad. In this world of shadow and light, may the colors of the double rainbow shine on you tonight. In the painting of your life, when I was just a little kid, a strange guy came to visit.
Thank you so much. Well, we did just make this very surprising recording together. We weren't really planning on it, and we made it with our friend Rob Morseberger, who actually we took the name of the record, Fairy Tale and Myth, from his song, which we recorded on the record, which we're going to do for you now. And actually, Rob was supposed to come and play with us today, but he's very, very sick, and he's in the hospital. And so we'd like to sing this for him today. And so beautifully, when we got here today, Bob Thompson had learned the songs, because really they're supposed to be played on the piano. So thanks to Bob, we're going to be able to do this. This goes out to Rob.
Once upon a time, in days of fairy tale and myth, there lived an ugly creature in a crooked labyrinth. All the priests and scientists gave the king advice. An angry god was calling for a human sacrifice. Everyone wants to be loved. Everyone wants to be loved. So come on. Ariadne grew beyond her adolescent years. A woman half that beautiful could move a man to tears. She told her boyfriend Theseus, tomorrow you must bring an open and courageous heart and pockets full of string. Everyone wants to be loved. Everyone wants to be loved. And our longing for love gets twisted and dark. You get lost in the maze
of your soul till the longing within you gets out of control.
So close your eyes and go to sleep. Don't be afraid to dream. The things that scare you half to death aren't always what they seem.
Say a prayer for anyone who needs some love tonight, and give me one more kiss before I turn out the light. Everyone wants to be loved. Everyone wants to be loved. So come on, everyone wants to be loved.
Thank you, Bob Thompson. Thank you.
So the record that we made is kind of a collection of original songs and songs by people we like and love and know, and people we don't know, and cover songs. And this was just one that we both really liked, so we threw it on there.
Your day breaks, your mind aches. You find that all her words of kindness linger on when she no longer needs you. She wakes up, she makes up, she takes her time and doesn't feel she has to hurry. She no longer needs you, and in her eyes you see nothing. No sign of love behind the tears, cry for no one. A love that should have lasted years. You want her, you need her, and yet you don't believe her when she says her love is dead. You think she needs you. You see nothing, no sign of love behind the tears, cry for no one. A love that should have lasted years. You stay home, she goes out. She says that long ago she knew someone, but now he's gone, she doesn't need him. Your day breaks, your mind aches. There will be times when all the things she said will fill your head. You won't forget her, and in her eyes you see nothing. No sign of love behind the tears, cry for no one. A love that should have lasted years.
Bob Thompson.
Well, thank you guys so much. We're going to do one more song here, and we hope that we've inspired you to call up your parents and children and start a band. Drive around the country for a while, and let us know how it turns out.
Yes, well, it's fun, right?
Yes.
All right, this is a sing-along.
Yes, and the words are for your part. Go, Na, 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 na.
Will you sing with us? All right, great.
All right.
Should we teach you the little part first and then you'll recognize it? Okay, it goes like na 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 na.
Got it?
Can you try it? 1, 2, 3, 4. Na 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 na. Did you sing? Oh, great. Okay. All right. It comes towards the end. You'll recognize it. Anyway, thank you very much. Thanks to Mountain Stage, who's going to be celebrating their 30 years. Oh, my God. They're old. The man of reason, sometimes he fails to see the problem down inside him.
He looks outside so all his feelings are denied. It's always lose instead of win with him.
When your heart breaks down, you can't do nothing. The world is dark. You need some loving, somebody so kind, someone who loves you. Return that love with a newfound heart. The man of passion, sometimes he falls into the arms of desolation, or else he feels he's on the train to paradise while he's just sitting in the station. When your heart breaks down, you can't do nothing. The world is dark. You need some loving, somebody so kind, someone who loves you. Return that love with a newfound, back with my newfound heart. I ain't gonna fall apart so quick this time. Here we go. Ready? Na na na. Thank you all very much.
Suzzy Roche and Lucy Wainwright Roche. Suzzy is the mom. I gave it away. Fairy Tale and Myth is the name of the new CD. It really is a wonderful sounding record, and it's true they didn't start out to do a CD, but I'm really glad that they did. They both live up in New York City. We're going to end this hour with a young man who's visited us a couple of times already, and we were very taken with him, as everybody is when they hear him. He started out in theater in North Carolina. He decided, no, he didn't want to do that. He wanted to write songs. So he moved to Chicago, began to write songs, and in the beginning, he gave away his music so that people could get to know him. And by doing that, he established really a whole army of fans, and that just grows and grows as time goes on. He lives down in Austin now. Please welcome back to the mountain stage, Joe Pug.
I was born into a circus, but I ran off to join a home. Ah, they said that I was worthless. My family died unknown. So it gets and so it goes. That's what you get, I suppose. Wanting something more than a life of walk and roll. All the Christians left behind at the crossroads of your town. Oh, they're playing truth or dare, meet the sanctuary now. Some wish they had the truth, some wish they had to go. But there ain't no sense in leaving from the only game you know. How good you are, how hard it is, how good you are. There's a butler in your hallway. He is troublesome and old. He repeats the word alive to describe your family goal. You ask him please to go, but there's one thing you don't know. He carved April 7th, 65 into the side of your piano. Oh, I know how good you are, how hard it is, how good you are. Everything that you were meant for, everything that you were born to do, does not need you to do it. Someone else was born to do it too. You're like a half-grown man, you barely learn how to stand. If you shut up with what you're chosen, you'll hear something choosing you. Oh, I know how good you are, how hard it is, how good you are. Thank you. Thank you. We'd like to play you a song right now. It's a song that I did not write, but that I sorely wish that I had written. And it's by a guy from Texas named Harvey Thomas Young, a little-known songwriter out of Texas, but I suppose tonight we'll get his songs outside of Texas. And the backstory of this song, Harvey had a brother that was in prison, and he wrote him a poem on the back of a postcard that he was going to send off to him. And before he sent it off, someone in his band saw it, and they said, Harvey, you can't just send this off and never see it again. This isn't just a poem you can send away. These are lyrics to a song. So he put a few chords to it, and a very simple melody, and I think we're all very much the richer for it now. From deep dark wells comes pure clean water, and the ice will melt as the day gets hotter and the night grows old, as the sun climbs into the sky. When now is then and tomorrow's coming, and where you've been starts meaning something. As long as you can, just keep stumbling ahead. And as long as you're not finished, you can start all over again. As long as you're not finished, you can start all over again. You can start all over again. As long as you're not finished, you can start all over again. As long as you're not finished, you can start all over again. You can start all over again. From deep dark wells comes pure clean water, and the ice will melt as the day gets hotter and the night grows old, as the sun climbs into the sky. As long as you're not finished, you can start all over again. As long as you're not finished, you can start all over again. You can start all over again. Harvey Thomas Young, ladies and gentlemen. To my left, on the upright bass from Chicago, Illinois, my good friend Matt Schuessler. And to the right, on the electric guitar and all things melodic, originally from Auckland, New Zealand, by way of Brooklyn, New York, Mr. Greg Toohey. to dare into the darkness. But if you are devoted to a dream, go and light the lantern, leave your family abandoned. Meet me by the shallow of the stream. Ah, meet me by the shallow of the stream. To ask me is to love with hesitation. My answer is the same as it has been. Here is my affection, no conditions and no questions. Open up the door and let me in. Oh, open up the door and let me in. To trust me is to travel past the towers. Those who make it back from here are few. It takes all of your devotion to have courage for a moment. The world has bested better men than you. Ah, the world has bested better men than you. Love me is to sit upon the mountain. Every step is harder than the last, but to find the step above it is to triumph, is to summit. Taste the frigid water from the tap. Ah, taste the frigid water from the tap. Curse me for the life we left behind us is to misremember what was cost. Far from the vacant cradle to the empty kitchen table. Show me what was precious that was lost. Oh, I'm sorry that I said it, and I know it might be reckless. Oh, show me what was precious, it was lost.
Thanks.
First, we'd like to congratulate Mountain Stage on 30 years. And second of all, we'd like to thank them for having us back on again. Thank you so much.
Hey, little brother, did you hear I made it back to town? I'm getting sober, there's some things I gotta figure out. I saw the station and the light we used to run around. I could have sworn that there were things I used to care about. are so pleased to see you. It's been so long. Where you been since I've been gone? What were all those words we used to shout? I am the great despiser. I hold myself beside her. I often hope for fire. I am the great despiser. Hey, little brother, did you hear I'm slipping back and forth? I'm getting older, man, it's barely worth it anymore. I had a dream that we were sitting on the summer porch. It seemed like everything was just the way it was before. Oh, so pleased to see it's been so long. Where you been since I've been gone? What were all these frozen letters for? I am the great despiser. I hold myself beside. Fire. I am the great despiser, and I don't wanna care about it anymore. 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 I don't wanna care about it anymore.
Thank you.
Joe Pug. His latest record is The Great Despiser. You just heard the title song right there. Mr. Joe Pug and his friends. And great to hear him once again. If you get a chance to see him live, it's a great thing to do. He gives quite a show.
You're listening to Mountain Stage, live performance radio from the Mountain State of West Virginia. Mountain Stage is supported in part by this station and by West Virginia Public Broadcasting. Hotel accommodations for Mountain Stage guests are provided by the Charleston Marriott Town Center Hotel, centrally located for the business and pleasure traveler in downtown Charleston's retail district. You're listening to Mountain Stage from NPR.
Well, thank you so much. Welcome to the second hour of this Mountain Stage show from West Virginia University at the Creative Arts Center in Morgantown. A little bit later on during this hour, we're going to hear from Mr. Billy Bragg and his band. But we're going to begin this hour with some great good friend of ours who have been on the show many times, individually and as a group. Joe Ely, Jimmy Dale Gilmore, and Butch Hancock together are often known as the Flatlanders. They go out and play that way. They started that way many, many years ago, 4 decades ago in Lubbock, Texas. And an interesting thing has happened for almost 4 decades. The first record they ever recorded in Odessa was lost, and they didn't know where it was. They thought it was gone. And then it turned up just a few years ago, and now it has been released. It's called the Odessa Tapes, and it includes some songs that they'd never recorded otherwise, except for on this CD. And the amazing thing is that it sounds so good, and it sounds so much like they still sound. It's kind of incredible when you hear it, if you are a Flatlanders fan, and if you're not, you're going to be in a few minutes. Please welcome back to the Mountain Stage, the Flatlanders.
Well, I left my home out on the great high plain, headed for some new terrain. Standing on the highway with my coffee cup, wondering who was gonna pick me up. I had my hopes up high. I never thought that I would ever wonder why I ever said goodbye. I had my hopes up high. Oh, good morning, everybody.
Well, the first ride I got was on a dynamite truck. The driver kept telling me his bad luck. As we swerved around the curve, I began to shout. I said, hey, mister, won't you let me out? I had my hopes up high. I never thought that I would ever wonder why I ever said goodbye. I had my hopes up high. All right, Jim.
Well, the next ride I got was with a man in trouble. The beard on his face was all in a stubble. Going down the highway doing 99. I said, hey, mister, you're out of your mind. I had my hopes up high. I never thought that I would ever wonder why I ever said goodbye. I had my hopes up high.
Yeah, the next ride I got was with a preacher man. He told me that the wicked would be buried in sand. I don't know why I did it, but I lost control. I said, hey, Papa, would you save my soul? I had my hopes up high. I never thought that I would ever wonder why I ever said goodbye. I had my hopes up high.
Yeah, I finally got a ride on a carnival train. I nearly blew away in a hurricane, thinking about that preacher down in New Orleans, sitting on the Delta, sifting dreams. I had my hopes up high.
I never thought that I would ever wonder why I ever said goodbye. I had my hopes up high.
Home out on the great high plain, searching for some new way up, I had my hopes up high. I never thought that I would ever wonder why I ever said goodbye. I had my hopes up high. I never thought that I would ever wonder why I ever said goodbye. I had my hopes up high.
Thank y'all. Here's a song from that tape, the infamous Odessa tapes, a song called Rose from the Mountain.
Well, she's my rose from the mountain where I come from, back in old Colorado where they reach up and touch the sun. But I took her to the city where the air ain't clean, and it's wilted my rose from the mountain where a good guitar picker makes more money than a cowboy. So I thought I'd try my luck making records in L.A. But a lot of them boys make a lot more music than I can. And if Rose don't like the city life, I think I'll take her home. Well, I can see her in the morning running barefoot through the meadow with a smile on her face and her hair hanging long. Well, I love my sweet Rosie and oh, she loves me. So I'm taking her back home to the mountain where a good guitar picker makes more money than a cowboy. So I thought I'd try my luck making records in L.A. But a lot of them boys make a lot more music than I can. And if Rose don't like the city life, I think I'll take her home. Robbie Durso making more music than I can. I can see her in the morning running barefoot through the meadow with a smile on her face and her hair all hanging long. Well, I love my sweet Rosie and oh, she loves me. So I'm taking her back home to the mountain where a good guitar picker makes more money than a cowboy. So I thought I'd try my luck making records in L.A. But a lot of them boys make a lot more music than I can. And if Rose don't like the city life, I think I'll take her home. She's my rose from the mountain where I come from, back in old Colorado where they reach up and touch the sun. But I took her to the city where the air ain't clean, and it wilted my rose from the mountain, and it wilted my rose from the mountain.
I grew up in this town, now I'm coming back home. My suitcase is ragged and frayed. Some lives are boarded over, but the horses still eat clover. Not that much has changed. The sky's a little bluer, and the tracks are a little newer, and the water tower has more names. The ruts are a little deeper, and the gullies are a little steeper, but not that much has changed. Not that much has changed. It's all just rearranged, like a picture in your mind of a heart you left behind. Not that much has changed. The grass is a little drier, and the trees are a little higher, and the dust still blows on the range. The schoolyard seems smaller, the church steeple seems taller. Not that much has changed. Old friends have gotten older, some seem a little colder, and the friends they once had ain't the same. But the drugstore's still for sale, as is cotton by the bale. Not that much has changed. Not that much has changed. It's all just rearranged, like a picture in your mind of a world you left behind. Not that much has changed. When I left, she said she'd be waiting here for me. She said I got no need to explain. But now our old car is gone, there's just weeds in the lawn. Not that much has changed. When I think about the war and the price we had to pay, and the lives that'll never be the same, why for all these years no answers have appeared? Why not that much has changed? Not that much has changed. It's all just rearranged, like a picture in your mind of a love you left behind. Not that much has changed. Just a picture in your mind of a world you left behind. Not that much has changed.
This is Joe Ely.
Jimmy Dale Gilmore.
Butch Hancock. By the way, happy birthday, Mountain Stage. 30 years. Wow.
It's sure good to be here, y'all. I feel like I'm right where I belong. Well, now that I know everything that I know is wrong.
Yep, that's right.
Am I right if I say I didn't know that you knew all along. Putting me on the hot seat, putting me on the spot. Tell me I'm in trouble or tell me I'm not. But it feels so good I might be right where I belong.
In and out of love, I wonder what I thought I was doing there. It might be a different story if anything but life was fair. If it's dog eat dog and cat eat cat, I might never see the light until I eat my hat. I'm caught between the day and night, and pretty mama, I don't care. 'Cause I'm right where I belong. It feels so good I might be right where I belong.
Baby, that's all right with me.
You're plumb out of your mind.
You are crazy.
Yeah, but crazy and love as crazy as a man can be. You can tell me that I'm dreaming or it's all in my head. But tell me that I'm dying or I'm already dead. But it feels so good I might be right where I belong. I'm right where I belong. It feels so good I might be right where I belong.
Everybody sing.
I'm right where I belong.
Oh, look out.
It feels so good I might be right where I belong. It feels so good I might be right where I belong. It feels so good I might be right where I belong.
Robbie Gerso on the lead guitar, Pat Mansky on the drums, Jimmy Pettit on the bass guitar.
It's about time we paid the alligator, y'all. Well, the sheriff pulled me over and he started his jive in a 20-mile zone. I was doing 25. Son, keep your lead foot off the accelerator.
If you don't slow down,
You gotta pay the alligator. I was minding my business in the back of my store. IRS coming knocking at the door. He found me hiding down behind my own refrigerator.
if you don't pay me,
You gotta pay the alligator.
pay the alligator. Pay the alligator.
It might be sooner and it might be later,
But one thing for sure,
you gotta pay the alligator.
well, the afterlife come and it scared me half to death. I heard St. Peter mutter underneath his breath, take this bucket, we'll talk about it later.
You can paint the pearly gate
Or pay the alligator. And then the devil called nothing like that. He said, shut the hell up, do what I say, or you're gonna have the alligator to pay. Pay the alligator. Pay the alligator. It might be sooner and it might be later, but one thing for sure, you gotta pay the alligator. Whistle in his hand. The judge said, I hate to implicate the perpetrator, but if you jack with the judge, you gotta pay the alligator. You gotta walk on razors and sleep on nails, talk like ducks and walk like quails, go blindfolded backward through the discombobulator. And if you don't do it right, you gotta pay the alligator. Pay the alligator. Pay the alligator. It might be sooner and it might be later, but one thing for sure, you gotta pay the alligator. Pay the alligator. Pay the alligator. It might be sooner and it might be later, but one thing for sure, you gotta pay the alligator.
Thank you. Thanks so much, everybody. We're so proud to be here with you guys. Thank you, Larry.
Butch Hancock, Jimmy Dale Gilmore, Joe Ely, and the whole band, the Flatlanders. The Odessa Tapes is their latest. It's their latest release, and they made it in 1972. And it's really a great CD. You listen to that when it was made 40 years ago, and you think, my goodness, they sound the same now as they did then. These guys are getting younger all the time, the Flatlanders. Always good to see them. Well, our piano player, Mr. Bob Thompson, has done a wonderful arrangement of a song written by the greatest country songwriter. I think you'll recognize it. Please say hello to Bob Thompson. Hank Williams, I'm So Lonesome I Could Cry. Bob Thompson, colortones.com is where you find his music. You're listening to Mountain Stage live performance radio from the Mountain State of West Virginia.
Remember, if you miss part of Mountain Stage or want to hear something again, visit the podcast section of mountainstage.org. Each podcast includes songs not heard on the radio and the complete finale song. If you enjoy the show, take a moment to subscribe and leave a review wherever you listen.
We're going to end this show with a man who's been with us over the years 3 times over the last 20 years. He's well known in the States, and he's an icon in England and Great Britain, not only because of his topical songs, and he's never been afraid to express himself politically in his music, but also because he's just a great songwriter and a great, powerful singer. He's at home at folk concerts, he's at home at rock concerts, and he's been that way for years. He's just made his first CD in 5 years, and it's really a good one. He went out with Joe Henry, Los Angeles, and made it in 5 days. It's called Tooth and Nail. Brought his whole band with him from England. Please welcome back to the Mountain Stage, Billy Bragg.
Thank you very much. Place called Overski, and I had a little girl in a holler tree. Said, little girl, it's plain to see, there ain't nobody who can sing like me, ain't nobody who can sing like me. She said it's hard for me to see how one little boy got so ugly. It's my little girlie that might be, but there ain't nobody who can sing like me, ain't nobody who can sing like me. Way over yonder in the minor key, way over yonder in the minor key, there ain't nobody who can sing like me. Yeah. I went down by the Buckeye Creek to see the frog eat the goggle-eye bee, to hear that west wind whistle to the east. And there ain't nobody who can sing like me, ain't nobody who can sing like me. A mama cut a switch from a cherry tree, laid it on a she and me. Hurt much worse than a hive of bees. There ain't nobody who can sing like me, ain't nobody who can sing like me. Yeah. Way over yonder in the minor key, way over yonder in the minor key, there ain't nobody who can sing like me. Oh, my little girlie, will you let me see way over yonder where the wind blows free. Nobody can see in our hollow tree. And there ain't nobody who can sing like me, ain't nobody who can sing like me. Now I've walked a long, long ways, still back to my Tanglewood days. Little lots of girls since then to stray, saying ain't nobody who can sing like me, ain't nobody who can sing like me. Way over yonder in the minor key, way over yonder in the minor key. There ain't nobody who can sing like me. Way over yonder in the minor key, way over yonder in the minor key. There ain't nobody who can sing like me. There ain't nobody who can sing like me. There ain't nobody who can sing like me. Thank you. This is a song of deep honesty for me for my latest album, almost a song of self-confession. It underlines what a useless man about the house I am. I don't know what the male equivalent of domestic goddess is, but I'm one of those guys. If you put a power drill in my hand, it's like a dangerous weapon. I could cause any amount of damage with one of those things. So if you're one of those guys, then or you're with one of those guys, then this song is for you. It's called Handyman Blues. Never gonna be the handyman around the house my father was. So don't be asking me to hang a curtain rail for you, because that screwdriver business just gets me confused. It takes me half an hour to change a fuse, and when I flick the switch the lights all blue. I'm not your handyman. Don't be expecting me to put up shelves or build a garden shed, but I can write a song that tells the world how much I love you instead. Now I'm not any good at pottery, so let's lose a T and just shift back the E, and I'll find a way to make my poetry build a roof over our heads. See what I did there? It's genius, isn't it? Yeah. Now it looks like I'm just sat here reading the paper, but these ideas I'll turn to gold dust later, 'cause I'm a writer, not a decorator. I'm not your handyman. You better believe it, baby, yeah.
CJ Hillman on the dobro lotion, yeah.
It's always nice to feel that when you're a topical songwriter that you're, if not surfing the zeitgeist, at least in sight of that particular zeitgeisty wave. And just before I came down, I was surfing another wave, that of the internet, and I was reading a story about economics, and it actually said the trouble with economics these days is no one knows nothing anymore. And oddly, that's the title of this brand new song of mine, so thank you.
Deep down in the underground, atoms spinning round and round, scientists monitor readings, searching for the Holy Grail, a particle or at least a tale of the one that gives the universe its meaning. But what if there's nothing, no big answer to find? What if we're just passing through time? No one knows nothing anymore. Nobody really knows the score, since nobody knows anything. Let's break it down and start again. What happens when the markets drop? If the numbers really don't add up, everyone seeks a safe haven. And as they contemplate their ruin, the self-proclaimed smartest people in the room are trying very hard not to sound craven. But what if there's nothing, no pot of gold to find? Only the blind leading the blind. No one knows nothing anymore. Nobody really knows the score, since nobody knows anything. Let's break it down and start again. Let's stop pretending that we can manage our way out of here. Let's stop defending the indefensible. Let's stop relying on the hectoring of the experts whose spin just makes our plight incomprehensible. High up on a mountain top, somebody with a skinhead crop is thinking deep thoughts for us all. Serenity is all around, but if you listen you can hear the sound of one head being banged against a wall. Well, what if our ancestors had stayed up in the trees? Would we still be weighed down by these worries? No one knows nothing anymore. Nobody really knows the score, since nobody knows anything. Let's break it down and start again.
Goodbye to all my friends. The time has come for me to go. Goodbye to all the souls who sailed with me so long. The day has come at last, the sail string at the mast. The years have quickly passed away. Goodbye to all my friends. The time has come for me to say goodbye to all the souls who sailed with me along the way. The bells have all been rung, the songs have all been sung. This long river has run its course. Goodbye to all my friends. The time has come for me to go. Goodbye to all the souls who sailed with me so long. The coffee pot is cold. The jokes have all been told. The last stone has been rolled away. Goodbye to all my friends. The time has come for me to say goodbye to all the souls who sail with me along the way. Goodbye. Goodbye, 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 goodbye.
Thank you very much. That was Goodbye, Goodbye from the new album, Tooth and Nail. Am I allowed to do that? Well, before I do, I just want to introduce you to my band, from all of us from over here from England. On bass, Mr. Matt Round. On drums, Luke Bullen. On pedal steel guitar and dobro and electric guitar, CJ Hillman. And on piano and backing vocals, Owen Parker, ladies and gentlemen.
Save them from themselves. Help save the suntan surfer boys and the California girls. When the lights go out in the rest of the world, what do our cousins say? They're playing in the sun and having fun, fun, fun. Too bad he takes the gun away. From the big church to the big river and out to the shining sea. This is the land of opportunity, and there's a monkey trial on TV. A nation with their freezers full
nation is sleeping in the streets. Don't tell me the old story. Tell me the truth this time. Is the man in the mask or the Indian an enemy or a friend of mine? Hey! Save the youth of America, help save the youth of the world, help save the boys in uniform, their mothers and their faithful girls. They're already shipping the body bags back from Afghanistan, but you can fight for democracy at home and not in some foreign land. And the fight of the great United States entwined in the fate of us all. And the incident at Chernobyl proves that where we live in is very small. And the cities of Europe are burned before, and they may yet burn again. And if they do, I hope you understand that Washington will burn with them. Help save the youth of America. Help save the youth of America. Help save the youth of America. Help save the youth of America.
Stage tell us we've time to just sneak one more in. You know, it's been a week, a month where we've been on tour. We've seen the passing of Margaret Thatcher in the UK and the failure of your political class to even agree to have a discussion about what to do about guns. You have to ask yourself, what are politicians for? When one voice rules the nation, just because she's top of the pile, doesn't mean her vision is the clearest. And the voices of the people are falling on deaf ears. Our politicians all become careerists. Must declare their interests, but not their company cars. Is there more to a seat in Parliament than sitting on your arm? And the best of all this bad bunch is shouting to be heard above the sound of ideologies clashing. Outside the patient millions who put them into power, expect a little more back for their taxes. Like schoolbooks, beds in hospitals, peace in our bloody time. All I get is old men grinding axes. Built their private fortunes on the things they can rely. The club, the secret handshake, the stock exchange, and the NRA. Yeah. For God and Queen and country, all things they justify. And
about the sound of ideologies clashing. God bless the Secret Service, the nation saving grace. While we expect democracy, they're laughing in our face. And although our cries get louder, their laugh gets louder still. About the sound of ideologies, about the sound of ideologies, about the sound of ideologies clashing. Thank you very much. Thanks a lot.
Mr. Billy Bragg. The brand new album on Cooking Vinyl is Tooth and Nail, and it's a fine, fine recording. You did it out in Los Angeles with Joe Henry. Our thanks to Billy Bragg, our thanks to the Flatlanders, our thanks to Joe Pug, Suzzy Roche, and Lucy Wainwright Roche, and Amy Speace, and thanks to you folks here at the WVU Creative Arts Center in Morgantown, West Virginia, for coming out and being with us in person. And of course, as always, many thanks to you listening there on the radio, because without you, there would be no Mountain Stage. We couldn't do all this, and we've had a heck of a good show today. We're going to end this show, bring a lot of folks back out here to sing along with us, to do one more song, and we've chosen a song by a West Virginia woman who's written a lot of great songs, topical songs, the late, great Hazel Dickens. The name of the tune is There Ain't No Way They Can Ever Keep Us Down. Mountain Stage is produced by Larry Gross and Adam Harris. Associate producers Jeff Shirley. Assistant producers Vasily Skouras. Production managers Paul Flaherty. We're engineered by Francis Fisher, Richie Collins, Jim Raines, and Patrick Stevens. With production assistance from Michael Lipton, Ryan Fletcher, Joey Ansel, Mary Lee, Lance Schrader, and Woogie. Photographic services are provided by Brian Blauser. Promotions coordinated by Michael Lipton, Adam Harris, Josh Saul, and Music and Motion Promotions. Lodging is provided by the Marriott Town Center Hotel, centrally located for the business and pleasure traveler in downtown Charleston. Why don't you go and hear some live music wherever you are just as soon as you can. You've been listening to Mountain Stage, live performance radio from the Mountain State of West Virginia. Well, united we stand, divided we fall. For every dime they give us, battle must be fought. So working people, use your power, the key to liberty. Don't support the rich man's style of luxury. Everybody now. And there ain't no way they can ever keep us down. There ain't no way they can ever keep us down. We won't be caught, we won't be sold. We're treated right, well that's our goal. There ain't no way they can ever keep us down. Billy Bragg now.
Shot, been jailed, well Lord it's a sin. Women, little children stood right by the men. We got a union contract that keeps the worker free, and they'll never shoot that union out of me. They'll never shoot that union out of me. They'll never shoot that union out of me. Got a contract in our hand.
Michael Lipton on the guitar. Brian Kennedy on the guitar. steel guitar. All right, the ladies are going to sing one for us.
Support for Mountain Stage is provided by Bailey and Glasser and by the West Virginia Tourism Office. This is NPR.